It's just in the memory of Shrutadev, It's all scripturally approved. So when he got there, Krishna saw that Shrutadev showed so much respect to him, but Krishna was with the whole entourage. Chavana Rishi was there, Vasishta Muni, Narada Muni, a whole bunch of sages and rishis were traveling with us, a whole traveling roadshow. And they all came with Krishna on this visit these devotees. And Shrutadev didn't pay much attention. These sages, rishis, they always want a donation, whatever it is. He wasn't paying much attention. So then Krishna saw he was in his mind thinking not proper. So then Krishna spoke for like 10 verses about the glories of Brahmins. Amazing stuff. And it's chapter 80 or whatever, 79, whenever he visits these two devotees, Dwarka Lila. So there Krishna, this is Bhagavan Sri Krishna, very specifically explaining. Of course, he becomes a Brahmin in his Chana avatar, his hidden incarnation as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Krishna is also in the Brahmin Jati, Vishnuvar Mishra. But here at least he's a Dwarkadish preaching to Shrutadev about the great glories of the Brahmins. He said the Brahmin, Bhagavan Sri Krishna said in the 10th canto of Bhagavatam, the Brahman, just by virtue of his birth, just by birth he's a guru. He's guru. That's all. You're born a Brahmin, yes, you're guru. Doesn't say anything about lakshana, characteristics, or knowledge, or brahmanishtam, anything. He said just this. So that's the extent. Of course, you can say it's an exaggeration of Shastra, or you can say it's a glorification of the Brahmins, or you can say it's a fact also. In many cases, in most cases, from day one, those children born in the Brahmin family, they are guru, and in fact they're trained to be guru from day one. They're trained in the Shastras, they're trained in Sanskrit, they're trained in music and kavi, and all the different things, and in the tattva, in the Bhagavad philosophy, and all the principles of, let's say, for us, Gaudiya Vaishnavism. And they're trained in puja, Thakurji puja, and rites and rituals, and yagyas and pujas, and sanskaras, nam samskara, and garbhadan sanskara, and vidyakaran sanskara, and all anaprashna sanskara, all the different vivaha sanskara. So they learn all these things. So they're not only Kula Guru, but they're Paramarthik Guru. They're trained as Kula Guru, so they can do all the yagyas and sanskaras for the grihastas. And they're also trained as Paramarthik Gurus if they learn the Shrutis and they learn the Upanishads and the Puranas and Gita and Bhagavad. And then they become Shastra Gurus. Mahanta Guru. They become Shravana Guru. They not only do, because generally the Karmakanda Guru is like the Kula Guru, family Guru. My mother got married by his father, and we got married by the son, and so they do all the functions, like the family doctor. Family doctor takes care of the husband and wife and the kids and everybody. A general physician. So the Kula Guru is like the family physician. He does all the rites and rituals. When the boy is born, hair cutting, you bring it to the Guru. Then his name giving, they give the name. Then the first grains. Now it's time for Vidyakaran, taking chalk in his hand and writing the akshar, A, Ka, Ba, not like this. And then it's Vivaha, then he comes again and does the marriage. Then they're newly married, they want to have the child, so he comes and does the Garbhadan Sanskara. So this is his Janamadikar, he's Guru by birth. And others are Guru by the arrangement of his Guru, Krishna. What can you say? It's his will. The Guru that's simply transparently representing the will of Krishna and his Guru, he's just carrying on. You meet any spiritual personality, they have a certain vibration and have certain knowledge. But how much more can you see? How much more can you read? Can you measure the degree of faith? Can you measure the degree of realization? Sometimes. That's why they have Mahabhagavat, Uttam Bhagavat, he sees Krishna everywhere like the gopis. Yomam Pashati Sarvatra Sarvam Chayim Pashati. So, and he may exhibit symptoms of bhava also. Uttam Bhagavat. Mostly I see that generally what we've seen, everyone that we see that's a guru, either they're guru by birth or their gurus asked them to also be guru. I remember one devotee in one Gaudiya mission, he was not very learned, or at least his comrades, they said he wasn't considered very learned amongst them. He was a very practical devotee, did many managerial type things and whatnot, and humble, simple, menial services to the guru. And when the guru was leaving this world, he appointed him and asked him also to be the guru. And that created some turmoil in that mission, because this particular devotee wasn't a Brahmin, he's Indian, but he wasn't Brahmin. And he had many Brahmin disciples, this departing guru. And one of them was extremely intelligent, and he himself is a big guru now, today. And he was very intelligent, and everyone thought that he would be chosen, including him. So when this other person was chosen, then he actually created a little disturbance, which was not really a proper thing to do. But he did. With his guru, he said, "Oh, why him?" This, that, and other people went to that guru and said, "You should put this person in the position." He said, "No, you don't worry. I know what I'm doing. He will be my successor." So that arrangement was made, and many, of course, left that mission because they couldn't accept or agree with that. And they didn't want to work under that person or to make disciples, so to speak, for him, because he would be the official mantra Diksha Guru. So they started their own missions, splinters of the splinters of the splinters. So now today, that person that was appointed by the Guru, he's amazing. He travels all around the world. He has expanded the mission of his Guru significantly, and because his Guru only spoke mostly in Bengali, Hindi, and this devotee is speaking many languages, of course English, and very, very successful, and everyone's quite surprised, because I know many devotees from there, and the ones that were so critical years ago, they're saying, "Oh, we couldn't know. We didn't know what we miscalculated Gurudev." So I see that I know this devotee, and I knew him when he was just a brahmachari serving in the temple. And I've seen myself what a great devotee he's become. So this is the will of Krishna. They say whatever the Guru says will come to pass. If it's true, because Vedas say that the Brahmins speak the truth, whatever they say comes true. Even there's a type of siddhi that many people are born with. It's called Vag Siddhi, the power of speech, the perfection of speech, where that Vag Siddhi, if you have that siddhi, whatever you say will come true. When and timing, I can't say. It's not like, okay, you become a dog, and then poof, you turn into a dog. Maybe not, but maybe when you die, in the next life you may become. So it's a little dangerous to get on the wrong side of anyone. So we don't know the power. But if we're praying and we're crying, "Oh Krishna, kripa karo, kripa karo." But we said in the onset that Krishna is Lila Purushottam. And of course, I remember I asked once my teacher, I said, some gurus, they tell their disciples that when they're in trouble, they should not disturb Krishna's lila, but they should pray to Gurudev, because he is the Sarvadeva Maya Guru. Acharya Mahavijanayan, Sarvadeva Maya Guru. Nava Manita Karachit. That's actually that verse you should see 11th canto and see the tikas there, of Vishnu Chakravarti also, and others. It's in 11th canto. Acharya Mahavijanayan, Nava Manita Karachit. Sarvadeva Maya Guru. So Guru is the sum total of all the devas, Sarvadeva Maya Guru. He has all their energy and all their powers bestowed upon him by Krishna. So he has that power. So the Guru said, you pray to Guru and then you'll be all right. So when I asked my teacher, I said, what should we do? He said, yes, Krishna's Leela Purushottam, but one of his Leelas is to save his devotees. And I thought that's a pretty clever way to say it. One of his Leelas is to save the devotees, and that is what Lord Chaitanya is all about. It's called Audarya Bhagavan. Audarya Bhagavan. Like we say, I dare you Bhagavan. I dare you to do it. It's not I dare you Bhagavan, it's Audarya. Audarya means overflowing compassion. Like a fountain, the fountain goes like this, and then there's a little trough below, a basin that catches the falling water. And if it's a small trough and there's a lot of water, then the trough overflows and it goes on the sidewalk. If they open it up too high and it goes too high, whatever. So this is the Audarya of Mahaprabhu. You have a cup, empty cup, and the cup is 100 milliliters, and you have two 25 milliliter can of milk. And you just start pouring. It's 100 milliliters, 100. So many times it's full and overfill and full and overfill and full and overfill and full and overfill. This is Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He fills up with nectar and distributes it all, and fills up with nectar and distributes it all, fills up with nectar and distributes it all. This is Audarya Bhagavan. So this Krishna's Leela